Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Broken and Disturbed Creative Podcast. With us, as always, your co-host, Slim, Jim, Dolly,
and Black Stone Cold Steve Austin. What's good, everybody? Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving.
And we also got Charlie and MJ. Wish Mike would just let him have his own nickname back, but we'll get back to that later.
Not what this is about right now.
That's not what this is about right now. We are going to touch on the Survivor Series fallout, Survivor Series recap, what we liked, what we didn't like, and prep you for AEW tonight, because that will be our main TV live from tucked away at 90 Youngs Avenue, Tuckahoe, New York, where we have unlimited wings, unlimited beer, and unlimited mixed drinks from 7 to 9:30, where I strongly hate Cuomo for changing the laws in New York State and shutting us down before 10 o'clock. Neither here nor there.
But we have to make do what we got anyway.
Just how I feel. So, I guess we'll start in order. The pre-show Battle Royal match. I knew it when it happened, but I was very upset. Once The Miz won the Battle Royal, I knew he wasn't cashing in that night. And that upset me at my core.
Because you want Roman Reigns to not be champion.
I definitely don't want Roman Reigns to be champion, but I also wanted it to tell a good story. It wasn't like how I normally feel, where I say, fuck Roman. Roman doesn't deserve to be champion. Whatever. I wanted The Miz to cash in on Roman, but pin Drew McIntyre, because it would have told a fantastic story. Roman still would have looked strong at the end of this by becoming another time champion by the time the Royal Rumble rolls around. You didn't even need to keep Miz champion until WrestleMania. You could have had Miz, Otis, and Roman feud at TLC in a ladder match. Have Miz and Roman be on top of the ladder fighting for the belt, and it fall landing to Otis's lap, parodying the Money in the Bank. Have Otis be champion going into the Royal Rumble, and at the Royal Rumble have another triple threat match. Let Roman win if you want. I mean, I don't want that, but let Roman win if you want. Then The Miz gets sent back over to Raw. And then that way you let Otis hold the title for a month, you let The Miz have a successful cash-in, and you create a wonderful story. And then you could build Roman, Jey Uso, and whoever, I guess, versus The Rock at WrestleMania from there. But instead you had Miz win the opening match, letting the fans know, don't expect Miz cashing in tonight. Which I thought sucked from a booking standpoint.
Well, Miz is a good wrestler.
Miz is a fantastic wrestler. I love that man since the real world. He was fantastic on Tough Enough. He should have won. The Miz is a
sometimes he acts like a prick though. But,
he has the money.
He's a great asshole. He's a fantastic asshole.
Yeah.
When I try to be an asshole, I think Miz and Shawn Michaels combined, back when Shawn Michaels was a dick.
Yeah, but the one thing that pissed me about Survivor Series is that it was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Team SmackDown, they seem to be like
Men or women?
yeah, for the men.
Okay.
Like they were like holding on, and they seem to be like holding their heads above water until Seth Rollins get in, and he just like completely just sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
Call for the greater good.
All for the greater good.
Because Team SmackDown, they just lose.
Well, it was for the greater good. Seth Rollins sacrificed himself to go be with the man to finally hold his baby that Becky Lynch is holding for him all this time. The greater good necessarily wasn't for SmackDown. The greater good was for him and Becky Lynch, because they're going to have their kid probably before TLC, so Seth had to be there and woosah and make sure Becky didn't choke him.
I thought because of the fact that he lost Friday, I thought he wasn't going to compete in Survivor Series.
No, his loss Friday was just to close up the storyline before he got super kicked off television at Survivor Series. I felt anyway. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Seth Rollins getting super kicked because I loved that move. I don't like, however, how Becky Lynch, and I know that she's pregnant and she's treated precious and blah, 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 but how Becky Lynch went from like a beautiful character to like this glowing angel all of a sudden, now that she had a couple of months off.
Hey, time on makes the body look good.
I know, but like I don't feel she can come back as a man because literally her gimmick got ruined because she had to drop the title because she wasn't a man.
True.
Seth Rollins ruined Becky Lynch's gimmick. Period.
I mean, it happens, bro.
Becky Lynch probably would have still been champion till this day, till Asuka cashed in the Money in the Bank at any point between now and Money in the Bank next year, had Seth Rollins not ruined another gimmick.
I agree with that.
Out of everybody's way.
And Seth Rollins is notorious with ruining gimmicks.
Thank you.
He injured Finn.
Third son. Okay,
He injured.
You're in the family now. You're in the family now. You're in the family now.
Yeah.
All right.
He injured Finn Balor when he won the Universal title, ruining the Demon gimmick. He injured Sting before Sting got a chance to face The Undertaker. He impregnated Becky Lynch, ruining her title reign.
Put him in the family.
I am.
I said, put him in the family.
No, because I thought you said you want to be in the family,
No.
and that would have been hilarious if you said that.
Put him in the family.
Whatever.
In the family. You're in the family. How to get a unanimous decision.
Well, lock him in the dungeon though for a couple weeks.
Well, no, him, yeah.
Oh, not him.
Dungeon.
He's a boo-bye.
He's getting locked in a whole nother dungeon with a whole nother human being that we will talk about when you're a little older.
No, I'll give the dungeon with some lions, tigers.
I'm talking about the dungeon you and Michelle are going to get locked in. That will tell Mike when he's a little older.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
That would be a dungeon to him. That'd be like
that'd be heavy. Are you kidding me? Oh man.
Some people have their sex dungeons.
a dungeon would be putting him with a woman that has no teeth.
The teeth can't get in the way.
I have had a woman with no teeth. She was a Gumby. Oh, I just call her Gumbino.
Gambino.
You ever had a blow job with a woman with no teeth? That should drive you crazy.
No.
You said my air was going to do.
No, because for 2 weeks, Tori didn't have her front teeth. She didn't want to do anything.
Oh man, what's the matter with her?
Right? No.
You don't do things like that.
Let me fix my teeth first. No, woman.
No, get on that shit right
You
now.
could have been my first gummy.
Get up there on that shit right now.
You already know Biggie's about to smash that.
Biggie, who's that?
Biggie's about to
I think that's Natalia's sister.
That
huh?
is Italian sister.
Natalia?
Yes,
Yeah.
Italian sister.
Natalia's sister?
Yes,
Yeah.
the girl in the
Oh,
red.
yeah. Okay. Because what you had two girls, yeah.
Jim the Anvil and I heard.
Yeah. Big E's about to be.
absolutely.
Okay, he's a gobbler.
And I mean, if she watched the video, no, that was Woods and Brad Maddox. Never mind. But now that we are talking about the women's division,
I thought it was crowded.
that Mike anticipated it to be crowded, but Cuomo.
Yeah, because of Wednesday, yeah.
Cuomo. No, because this is the second biggest party night of the year. But Cuomo. Literally. And then,
like I said, the man, he is looking for out for people. I got to give him credit for that. It may not be what we want, but it's, he's trying to do his part,
neither here nor there. Let's go back to Survivor Series. I will talk shit about Cuomo all I want while we're watching AEW. But Survivor Series, Lana's won a match? Did we see that?
One match and Soul Survivor.
Soul Survivor on a double count out though, with the last person on SmackDown and the second to last person on Raw. I don't know how I felt about that. I felt that finish was a little sloppy and a little lazy. You could have Lana.
Well, I couldn't. Well, all I said, I didn't like the way her team mistreated her. Like
that's okay, Shane. Remember what I always said? The last horse got a chance to become first.
Yeah, but I'm saying no, she was doing good. She was kicking butt.
But she's all right.
But then
the bottom line, she got the win, didn't she?
Yeah, because they won. Yeah, that's a good thing about it.
Yeah, okay, but hey, it's not how you did it; it's you got it.
Yeah, but why you want to take her out of the match? You could just let her get disqualified or win the whole thing.
Then wouldn't you like to win something and don't do nothing to get it?
I feel if they were gonna do that to Lana though, they should have put her through a table.
But she outsmarted them.
No, but Nia Jax puts Lana through a table, right? She lays her unconscious for the entire match. Here's how I would have booked it anyway. And then you have the same BS count out finish, but you have Lana had just got up from the table injury and roll back into the ring, doing it that way. Having Nia Jax trying to almost screw Raw over, and then Lana being the leading cause that Raw won. Because she rolled back into the ring just in time to not lose the referee's count because she was never the legal person in the match. How I would have booked it anyway. How would you guys have booked if Lana had to be the person that won? How would you guys have done it?
Honestly, I would just keep up with the same old spiel of her going through a table and then eventually going out of nowhere into the ring again, the final pinfall. The reason why, because she was never eliminated.
Yes.
She was knocked out. She never eliminated.
I like it. I like it.
I'm not good. They don't charge me. They don't charge for the call.
I know. I look at the bill.
I got your back.
I get curious sometimes.
I got your back.
I get curious sometimes.
Huh?
I get a little curious sometimes, you know?
Of course, you're supposed to. That's how I raised you.
I didn't care about Asuka versus Sasha Banks as much as I wanted to.
I'm pretty sure you wasn't gonna like that match.
I just didn't care, you know? We saw it a lot.
Times.
We saw it a lot
But now they're
this
both
year.
champions.
They were both champions once before too. Like we kind of saw it already. I don't know. I mean, good for Sasha for getting a pay-per-view victory after winning the title. That never happened. But
with the garbage.
Sasha Banks is probably still going to lose the title. The table's out of the chairs. I don't know who. I don't know what type of match, but Sasha has never had a successful pay-per-view title reign after she won the belt.
Nerd.
Hey, it's always the first
She's a
time.
nerd.
She's a nerd.
She's a big nerd.
Oh, okay. Because when I saw it, I said, "Oh shit, he looks just like Noah, Michael's childhood friend, you know." And then with the big glasses like that. I said, "Holy shit!" I said, "He getting all that sploot, and I ain't getting shit."
See, I don't mean to talk out of turn, but we know who's the real dominant one in the bedroom. Definitely Sasha. Sasha's the more dominant one in the bedroom.
I envy him. I envy him, but she can rape me anytime.
Word, she can do what she wants.
If you didn't take so long to come to WrestleMania, you could have met her at the Wale parties, and that could have been you, Charlie.
Okay, kick me when I'm down. I admit I was wrong. When I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong.
Had you came the last 5 years, maybe WrestleMania would have got canceled this year.
But like I said,
Damn it.
I didn't have the money. I don't like to depend
Or
on.
if you never had Donald Trump as president,
Yeah,
maybe
you know.
you wouldn't be being stuck with this
You know,
COVID-19.
Jimmy, I'm the type of person, everything. I try to have consideration, even with you. The consideration of it. Mike will give me anything, but I don't want to take advantage of that. I have to do things. I don't want to take advantage of him by saying, "Oh, my treatment of WrestleMania." Come on, it's not fair.
See, it wouldn't be taken advantage of because Jimmy has this thing where once he starts a tradition, he finds a way to keep it uphold. So the first time that I asked Mike, hey, you want to come to WrestleMania, if you couldn't make it that year, and your son tells you, literally, the same weekend that he comes back, yo, I had a pretty good time. It was actually pretty cool. I mean, I didn't like the parties because that's not my scene.
He
But
ain't got to go to the parties, but
no, he came. He just didn't like them. It is what it is.
That's not his
I know.
style. It's not his style.
I know. So, but I did have a good time. I met X, Y, and Z because of Coverdale stupid shit. I met X, Y, and Z because we went to Access. I met X, Y, and Z because we went to WrestleCon. It was pretty cool. WrestleMania was fun. Raw was fun. SmackDown was fun. Whatever. You could have then took it upon yourself and been like, I have 11 months and 2 weeks to get my shit together.
Actually, I went with you guys to the Kevin Nash party down in Texas. I did enjoy myself, but the only why I went outside because I was too drunk and I wanted to air it out.
Fair enough. That's it. So you even had fun at the party.
Yeah.
I just always shaky about the Wale party. Like that, I knew I probably wouldn't have liked.
That looks good. That's an order of French fries?
That's nice, man.
That is delicious.
That's nice.
So take a photo and send it.
That's nice. Take a photo there, yeah.
Thank you.
I just want to say something to you, and I don't mean to be out of place or disrespectful, but I'm going to tell you something. You should never have to go on no website or whatever and find yourself a thing.
Oh no, I haven't been on it in a while.
But I went.
You got my phone number. You got my phone number. I'll get to you one way or another. If I got a hitchhike, I'll get to you.
But Charlie, we wouldn't have had the wonderful characters in my life if it wasn't for dating sites. Tori and now Anna.
Those kind of books, I like to study somebody.
I hear
I like to study somebody, because I don't want to, want to go out with on a date and we'll be alone. She turns to the werewolf or something,
But now, what if you had your chance? Yes, thank you. But now, what if you study someone? Let's call her Sasha Banks, and then she turns into a dog. What if Snoop Dogg actually turns into a dog when he's not performing?
Then I beat myself up.
Well, Sigourney Weaver turned into a dog in Ghostbusters.
See? The freaks come out at night.
You see, I'm trying.
I hear you.
I always want to see if Paige would return to a vampire at night. Paige.
Well, we know that she likes to suck stuff at night. I just hope it's not your blood.
Jesus Christ.
What? We all saw the videos.
Yes, we all saw the video. That was then. It's now.
You don't think she still does stuff like that?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Holy
I'm
mackerel.
asking the wrong person.
Those are nice, Jimmy.
These are the cranberry hot wings you got.
Oh, you love those, huh?
They were really, really hot last week, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. Now that I don't have work tomorrow, I get to just
Your vein?
embrace
Nah, I feel like a little pinch.
embrace in the pain.
Because the way you have it, you have it hanging. I get like that too. Keep it straight.
Really good.
Hope you ain't coming down with fucked up joints like me.
That's how my knees feel.
Word, because my back hurts. I can't wipe either one of your asses out.
You know, then keep a check on the knees. Get an X-ray ever so often. You're covered, right?
Not this year.
Oh, how come? You security's supposed to be covered at all times, right?
I need to apply for my insurance this year. For this year, but next year I'm covered.
Well, pay out your pocket.
I don't have money to pay my car. I went through a whole car accident. I'm broke.
Well,
Take what you're saying.
And your mother can't cover you because you're over 21.
Yeah,
over 26.
26.
20. That's the best thing that Obama did. Raise it to 26.
Woo!
Thank you. Alright. So we touched on the women's match, both of them. The men's 5-on-5. We touched on that a little bit too. Who wins the triple threat match on Monday to become number one contender for Drew McIntyre's title? Is it the phenomenal one? Is it Keith Lee, or is it Matt Riddle?
He did pretty good now.
I think it was Matt Riddle. I think Matt Riddle won.
No.
Matt Riddle, he's good.
Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and AJ Styles all won their qualifying match. They have a triple threat match on Monday to see
Like so, yeah. It's good for you.
who's the number
It
one
works on your
contender.
mind. Works on your mind. Your nerves. I need the whole ball.
I did not do it. See, learn something new right there.
What, about something? Oh, yeah, something. What works on your nerves, yeah.
I think.
Oh, shit. Give him my napkin. Oh, they took it? That's for napkin.
No, I'll be.
That's for a napkin. You said
There's
give him a napkin. Give him a napkin.
There's napkins right there.
I mean, cloth napkins. Them things don't last long.
These napkins are like the napkins you get at a Chinese place.
I think Keith Lee wins next week, but I don't think he beats Drew McIntyre for the title.
I like how they changed his theme song again too. It's much better than the last one.
That was terrible.
You know, the old man gotta train his sons. You know. That's what use I forgot use I bring there you go. Thank you, ma'am.
For the triple threat match, I
It's used to wipe your hands with.
It is?
I call either AJ Styles or Matt Riddle.
Really?
It's big. Keep me right now. I think honestly he needs to be pushed so much better.
Well, then why wouldn't you have him win the triple threat match?
To make him look like he's not buried on TV.
All right, Joe, have him win the triple threat match, and then have him face McIntyre at the pay-per-view.
Now I got
Even though
He's a twin.
Retribution last Monday tweeted something about, too bad you got suspended. If only there was a way to show the system what they're doing wrong.
you need Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman got suspended on Monday.
That was a call for what he did to that guy, you know. You have to put your hand on the official, you know.
But sometimes,
Even though sometimes they deserve it, man.
Braun Strowman could be that push that Retribution needs to become more serious as a faction.
Or for him to turn to the retribution.
Yeah.
It might happen.
Who knows? Maybe it will.
It might happen.
You have Retribution fuck up the triple threat match with Braun Strowman.
I know the only team Retribution cannot beat is the Hurt Business.
All right, and you're trying to book.
The Hurt Business can't beat the New Day. But next time they wrestle, they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them, you know, because it's about time for the title to change hands, you know. And then they're gonna win it back for the 11th time, and they're gonna hold the record, you know. They're tied with the Dudley Boys, yeah.
They're going to beat the Dudleys.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the Dudleys, yeah.
And Kofi is going to break Edge's record.
Yeah.
He probably already did. Because Kofi's a 10-time tag team champion with the New Day. He's only about a 3-time champion, 4-time champion by himself.
He won it with Truth.
The first one with Punk.
He went with Evan Bourne. Well, I think that's it too.
Excuse me for interrupting you. When you gonna go over to Mitchell's house? Right up your leave here?
Right after, yeah.
Okay. So we leave here at 9:30. You drop me off, and then you go to wherever in his house. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all. You know. I don't want to hold you up, but you know, I can't go. I gotta cook. I'm cooking collard greens. I'm cooking mashed potatoes. I'm cooking macaroni and cheese. I'm cooking mashed potatoes.
Hey, man.
I'm cooking everything. The only thing I cook is cornbread.
I'm still learning how to make food to this day.
Huh?
I'm still learning how to cook to this day.
Well, you should learn.
Oh,
And cooking is easy. You know what it is? First of all, read the directions, and then add water. 90% of cooking is water.
And seasoning.
Yeah, because macaroni and cheese come in the package, right? Macaroni, then the powder. You put the powder, you put the water in, put it in the microwave, 10 minutes, bam, macaroni and cheese. Easy, you know. Collard greens, put them in water, in a pot, in the water. Put a little seasoning in the water. I put a little sea salt, but that's natural salt, you know. Put the collard greens in there, bam, collard greens. And same thing with mashed potatoes. Put water, mashed potatoes, boil the water for 4 minutes, put in the microwave, mashed potatoes, 4 minutes, boom, mashed potatoes. Nothing to it.
simple.
I became a gourmet cook like that. Yeah. And cornbread, make it up what you call the mix, put in water, mix it up, put it in the pan, put it in the microwave. No, the microwave ain't gonna work. A rotisserie, what do you call the things I bought you? Not a microwave. The
toaster oven?
Yeah, toaster oven. Yeah, boom. You got it right there. I got it hidden along with your stuff. Too lazy to take it out. But once I take it out, I ain't gonna put it back. Your room over there, all the shit that's over there, that was for your room in the back. Ain't that shit in there. you know, but I don't want to clog up the closet because me and Mike still use the shopping cart. But that's okay. And I got a feeling that when I hit 75, that's when the Lord is going to get us down there. That's what He's going to do. By then, you should be straight. You come with us too. Be like a family affair. Everybody pulls their own weight. Everybody pulls their own weight. But you know me, I'll be the first. Even Michael pull his weight. I'll be the first saying, "Let the door hit you with a good Lord's affliction. Blood or no blood, pull your own weight." And I'll always have mine because as long as I'm alive, I'll get my pension and my Social Security. And then when I do die, don't say nothing for the next year. And then after the year, then you say, I'm dead. This way you still get the money.
I thought my parents should have did that with my grandfather.
That's all.
Pont them up in the window.
No. Only read the mail. If they say I gotta sign something, they gotta sign something to show Michael signs my name. We got the same name. And then he changed his name. You know, Michael. You know, his name Charles Michael J. White. That's what and I didn't name him. After me. I named him after his mother's brother. His name is Charles too. So yeah, he's named after two Charleses, you know. But they convinced him into saying that Charles is not good. Use Michael and all that. Michael means godly and all that. Yeah, but Charles means strong. And plus, Charles was the first name God created. Then He made Adam and Eve.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, you see now, if you're right, there you go. Now, isn't that a whole lot better now?
No.
Oh, there we go again. Always fighting me, kids. You can't live with them, can't shoot them.
The first being God created was actually Michael. Because Jesus' name was Michael in heaven.
Well, He didn't create Jesus first. He created me first. You get Charles.
All right, so we're gonna get back onto a wrestling track because we don't know how to behave ourselves. Tends to be a big problem with the show. I was just stuffing my face real quick while my co-hosts were bantering about who God created first. Me and the fallen angel went to hell, but I was created first. All right, so.
Sorry about that.
Now that we're getting back on track here, I think we got one match and The Undertaker left to go. If I'm not mistaken. I know I touched on it a little bit already, but yeah, they really should have did something with The Miz in the main event match. Drew didn't need the victory. Roman didn't need the victory. The WWE landscape
I don't want to leave the trash.
needed.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. The WWE landscape needed a change because things are starting to get stale and they're starting to get boring and they're almost starting to get predictable. Now I'm not. Oh shit! We almost forgot one match. Let's rewind a little bit. How did we almost forget the best match on the card? The New Day versus the Street Profits.
That was a good match.
Put on one hell of a clinic.
That was a good match. The best team won. That was a good match. And they both were good. Good, good wrestlers and good people,
And I liked that Big E came out with the New Day, even though they're on separate shows. So that proves that the brothership is still strong.
It's still there. It's always there. If you're a true brother, you're there until the end. You're there.
And it was really cool that they came out with their Gears of War 5 shit on.
Just like some people say, well, you're my brother, all this stuff. And then when they go and get tough, they beat you. Stick by it, they stick by it through thick and thin.
Yes.
I
want the New Day to have the type of relationship that the Dudley Boys had, that Kane and, not like how Kane and Undertaker had, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, the Hardys,
Well, the
DX.
The Dudley Boys, they were.
Even though at some point they all beat the living hell out of each other.
Yeah, but they never broke up. They just kicked each other's ass for a week or two and they got back together. No big deal.
Yeah, because they really was raised in the orphanage.
And
foster home, right?
Bubba and Devon never kicked the shit out of each other on WWE television.
Yes, on WWE television.
TNA television, whole nother issue. Best match on the entire card. Hands down, they told a great story. They promoted the Gears of War 5 thing perfectly. When they all came out in their Gears of War shit, that was awesome.
I gotta say, New Day and the Street Profits, that's like the best match since New Day versus the Usos in Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Yeah?
You don't get out?
No. I was just stretching my
Yes.
legs. I'm okay.
That is a very good point.
My legs get cramped
The
up.
Street Profits have the potential, and they proved it, to be the Usos, to be the New Day, to be a top caliber team in the WWE. And who doesn't like someone that got high with RVD when he showed up for the Raw reunion? Or someone that has something in their red cup every Monday night. Or now Friday Night SmackDown.
So you be thinking that Hawkins be chilling with RVD before the show?
It was Angelo, actually, that chilled with RVD. He came back from the segment saying, yo, I was just selling RVD. And he had, it was dope. And then the memes came out that RVD showed up to the wrong job. It was hilarious. Now, I could bitch about Roman and Drew McIntyre until the cows come home. I know what I wanted. I thought it would have been great for business. But I'm going to let you guys talk about how you thought the match was.
It was a good match.
In general.
It was a good match, I'm telling you. One of the best.
I feel as if it would have been better if Jey Uso didn't interfere.
Okay. Mike.
What is that?
It's loaded fries apparently.
The only way Jey Uso did that because he felt that he needs to redeem himself to Roman Reigns for losing the
It tastes good?
5-on-5 match.
All right.
I feel that as well.
This may be the only thing I eat tonight.
I feel that as well.
This may be the only thing I eat tonight.
Yeah, no, well, as long as you eat, if you drink, as long as you eat, it's okay. When you drink on an empty stomach, even when you smoke. When you smoke on an empty stomach, that shit goes down in your system too, you know. You too. Y'all drink on a spoon. If you don't have nothing to eat, drink a lot of milk. That's what Butchcomb is drinking. By the time people say he's drinking milk.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because milk turns into a solid when it hits the stomach.
What was that?
That's what Brett was doing. Drinking milk with his drink. You said big old gallon of milk? It was smart. It was smart. Smart man. Tell him I said so too.
I will. Now, our main event topic of the evening, which was the main event of Survivor Series, Undertaker's farewell. 30 years of the dead man. The Undertaker says goodbye. Two of us at this table probably did not see him debut because we weren't born yet. So the two at the table that are over 30, what was it like in 1990 seeing this new character?
He first came out as Marvelous Mark. Marvelous Mark, you know. And he came out there, and the same thing with Diesel, with Kevin Nash. You know, when Kevin Nash came out, you know what he used to call him? The man from Oz. He used to come out and dress in silver. When I see him, if I ever see him, I would say, Kevin, Mr. Nash, whatever they call you, I remember you when you was coming out there as the man from Mars.
He would probably lose his shit afterwards. Like, holy shit, you remember that?
Yeah, because yeah, I remember that. What do you think?
I first remember it as Diesel.
No, I remember him. He used to come out because he was 7 feet. He shocked everybody because he was 7 feet. Came out there and shocked everybody.
If we do ever get to see Nash again or ever get to go to WrestleMania again, those of you listening to the podcast right now, Kevin Nash throws an amazing WrestleMania weekend party. It's usually about $90 for unlimited beer, buffet style, and you're guaranteed to meet like 30 wrestlers from the past and the present, and even some from the future. I met my boy Larry Legend from Ring of Honor, Combat Zone Wrestling, at a Wale party, but it carried over the next night into the Kevin Nash party. So that was pretty cool.
I would like to go out with Charlie. To go out with Dana Brooke. I saw her when she was a bodybuilder. Her boyfriend died. He died with steroids. He had some body on him, man.
I mean, yeah, you would too.
He looked like Chris Benoit a little bit. A big Chris Benoit.
So Shayna, she's available for you, Charlie.
Huh?
She's available for you, Charlie.
Oh man, I said we got something in common to us. Both our names are Charlie.
Could never forget her name unless you get your own.
I said, look at here. I might be 70 and 70 plus, and you think that I can't do it. I got other ways to please you. I'm going to fight you. I tell you, I don't give up. You got to kill me. No, hey, now your names are rights now. Nobody gives a right. Don't give up.
It's true.
I adopted you. A right. Don't give up. I give up to the day I die. That's my give up. And then I'll come back and still fight.
There you go.
You know why? Because like I said, I told Mike to tell everybody, I can't stop God. He can stop me, but he can have a hell of a fight. Because he gave me something that's more precious than anything, his life. And I'm not going to do anything to disturb that.
Just leave it out until the night is over.
I'm honestly
You're full now.
That's silly.
yeah, right now my body says
No, don't eat too much.
Dick.
It makes you sick. Kevin! How you, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Joining us right before our last topic's over, but he came at a really good time. Our boy, Knox. You came right at the best part of the podcast because I know you are not a real fan anymore. You're not a real fan anymore, but you and I felt something Survivor Series night. We are talking about we are on the farewell portion of The Undertaker for this podcast. And we were talking about how he first debuted, and we learned a little bit about Mean Mark. And we learned that Kevin Nash is the guy from Mars.
I didn't think it was.
I'm so glad you're back.
Real.
I'm so glad you're back.
Knowing the Undertaker is gone, like for real, is
Yeah,
I was in La La Land. I miss you.
I really thought it was a dream
I
until
would have rather.
it's a reality hit.
until we had this podcast and this nigga Jimmy asked me the question.
Because you know you always have somebody here that's
This
gonna
is
love
how
you.
you know it was real.
That's gonna love you.
Undertaker was on the cover of a magazine. That's how you know it's real.
Give me a second.
No.
That's how you know it's real.
I'll have his
This man
drink for
was
now.
on the cover of a magazine. That's how you know it's over. The man was breaking all types of kayfabe.
He's breaking a bunch of records though.
But then again, it's Undertaker. He can do that.
I'm gonna say this though, if he came up in this type of era, the publicity, the followers, the views, the stuff that man will attract and get, bro, just because like the way he was.
Yeah, it's Prince alone.
Yeah, Prince alone.
Yeah, but
You know what you call.
I feel that. Friday?
Yeah.
Don't put it in the microwave, man. And that.
I remember when
You got to
first went
toss
to
it
the
down the right
guys,
way.
I really don't want to fucking win because I can drink.
You know something? It tastes better day after.
What's the price of the drinks?
Yeah, you know.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Wait. Why don't I just fight to the remaining 15 because you said you were going to do the wing special?
Didn't he say you would do that?
Just fight to the 15 and then you're going to get me that on Friday.
Well, keep this here because straight
Yeah,
box.
I'll dump it.
I'll look at 25.
Thank you for everything.
No problem.
And thank you for being you.
If you could definitely get me on Friday, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get paid on every week.
Gotcha. All right. Back to the Undertaker. Yeah. To see Undertaker almost cry while he was
Almost
I
cried.
think he cried. He cried. Okay, he cried.
He definitely cried backstage.
Definitely cried.
You know that man broke down the most humbling of ways.
He broke down.
Who broke down?
I
Undertaker
would've broke
almost
down his
cried
heel.
while he was in the ring wearing his hat
Oh, hell yeah.
and whatever.
That's a sad thing, man. You know,
I'm gonna go to 40.
30 years?
Let me get
That's a
the.
long time to give up, man.
Yeah.
He's still got a life, man. You know.
Yeah, he has a whole family.
Can I get all?
He wrestled
You
him.
get 2 girls, right?
And then.
He
He's
has-
got one son and 2 girls.
Yeah.
The son is from his previous marriage.
5 miles.
Sarah.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did have a kid with Sarah. I thought they were together forever. You get a whole tattoo?
Well, you realize that the last 10 years of his career, he didn't have Sarah around his
I
neck.
know. What I'm saying is the man had his whole name across that man's neck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
It's,
bet you the Undertaker ordered Shirley Temples at a bar.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he looks like that guy. He
It
does.
just caught my attention.
Every now and again, he'll take a shot, but like, yo,
Yeah.
like, let me get the
I
alcohol.
finally got to watch The Undertaker and Stone Cold's interview.
Oh, you finished it.
The second one that came out.
Yeah. Every time they changed segment, they cheers. With a shot of Jack Daniels.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
While they were drinking Broken Skull IPAs.
Yeah, like, yeah, take her back then. Yo, he said, like,
Don't cover your head. Let me see.
Oh, nah, my head.
You look all right. Your head look all right.
Not that Taker used to be the guy drinking.
Be
He's the
thankful
guy
how you
drinking.
look.
Thank you.
He's the
That's
guy. He's
right.
the guy
How you look.
drinking.
That's right.
And then Taker brought up a story of Teddy Long getting brought up to Wrestlers Court
Oh boy.
for selling Viagra. To the
What
book.
happened?
Wait. Time out. Teddy Long got pulled up the rest court for something
That he was getting for free.
He was dead trying to make profit.
Yeah. And then Mae Young was one of the witnesses. Mae Young was like, I don't know why you young boys
Mae Young.
need Viagra.
Jimmy, don't get AEW. It's gonna come on in 12 minutes.
Gotcha.
12
11.
When Michelle comes back with his beer, I'll remind her. When Michelle comes back with your drink, I'll remind her. Anyone else got a good Undertaker memory to close up the show?
To be real with you,
Where would you start at? Let's see.
WrestleMania 33 when we went, honestly I thought that was the end of Undertaker. I literally thought this man took off his hat, they took off his gloves, took off his coat, left in the middle of the ring. I thought that's the end of Undertaker. I was happy with it too. We cried and everything. I was okay with his career ending right then and there. When he came back, like a year later, I was tight.
Let me tell the fans on what happened earlier that night.
Yeah, because that match sucked.
My,
I didn't even care about the match sucking. I didn't care.
I didn't
I just
care.
wanted to see Undertaker.
I didn't care that the match sucked either. I met Michelle McCool as I was on my way to the bathroom and I was talking to her.
He told me this.
And she was like, yo, I told her, listen, I got 5 to 10% battery left on my phone. I want to take a photo with you. She's like, honestly, save it for my husband. He's retiring. I said, okay.
Right? Say no more.
Fair enough. So I ran to the bathroom. I came back.
What you tell you?
Save it for my husband. He's retired.
Fuck you talking about? I would took a picture of her ass.
No.
She said, I take a picture of you both.
Yeah. No, I had 10% battery left. It wasn't going to make it.
Oh.
It was not.
He was like, nah.
I literally had to choose one or the other. And
At least you thought about him, though.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's cool.
Word,
That's cool.
word.
That's cool. That's cool. I respect that.
So I came back to the seats. I spoiled it to everyone from the row. I'm like, yo, Taker's losing. This is his last match. I just met Michelle McCool on the way to the
And
bathroom.
I wish it was his actual last match. I really do.
And then she gave me this whole sob story on how Undertaker's hurt. Undertaker only feels fine one night a year.
And that's WrestleMania.
Yeah, because
Because that legit, that's all he trains for when he leaves.
when he fought Brock Lesnar, I noticed something about him wasn't right.
Oh yeah, once the run was over.
No, because something wasn't right, health-wise.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
See,
can tell.
I was blessed with, your eyes are the light to your soul.
Yes, it is.
His eyes didn't look right.
Oh, no, they were out.
They was, he looked like he had something wrong with him inside. And God is blessed with me. I can read people.
Well, he did suffer a concussion after that match.
Yeah.
And
During that match.
Yeah, during
Vince
the match,
McMahon
right?
left before the main
Yeah,
event.
it looked like his eyes looked like he was drained.
He probably was mentally and physically drained.
He got a concussion 5 minutes into the match.
And plus,
5 minutes?
5 minutes into the match.
He's fighting Brock Lesnar for the first time, right?
well, the first time in WrestleMania.
but knowing him, he didn't want to quit.
Can we get TNT on? Thank you.
He didn't want to quit, but he didn't look good. I kind of figured he was gonna lose.
There's a video I need you to watch. It's on Sport. It's on YouTube, but it's called Sport.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul Heyman does a crowd full of people interview with Sport, and Paul Heyman's like, let me plant this doubt into your guys' mind. There were only 3 people that knew what happened that night. The referee wasn't one of them. The timekeeper wasn't one of them. I was one of them. Lesnar was one of them. And Undertaker was one of them. Vincent Kennedy McMahon left.
He's an asshole.
No, Vincent Kennedy McMahon left before the main event of his show because Undertaker had collapsed backstage. Undertaker was fine and was released the next morning. But what if I told you that on the debut episode of the WWE Network, Brock Lesnar said, I'm going to conquer that streak. I'm going to take it from them. They're not going to fire the man that conquered the streak. What if Undertaker conquered it for real? Now this is the part where you guys are thinking, is Paul Heyman telling us something we don't know? Or is Paul Heyman fucking with us? And to that I
He
say,
has a lot to do with what goes on in the WWE, with how the people react. He got. But I don't know what happened, but Undertaker didn't look like the Undertaker of old.
Undertaker got a concussion 5 minutes into the match.
Oh, go with the good old Jack and Coke.
I know.
Damn right, man.
I know, like when I watch it on Blu-ray, that when he tried to high kick him, like Brock Lesnar, and his foot hit the turnbuckle. That's when he
Don't do nothing
That's when
about
he
it.
was starting to lose some things.
Don't do
All I'm
shit.
gonna do is just take Chris somewhere.
What you gonna do for Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
At
but
least I'm off on Friday.
Staying home.
With your,
I can
with
chill.
your folks, huh?
Yeah, my
And I'll come back to it.
my dad, or my stepmom,
No, I don't have to
my
take him. I
dad,
have to pick him
me,
up.
my
It's
sister,
better.
my
Pick him
grandmother,
up, take him home.
that's it.
and then my aunt and uncle.
Two
So,
kids.
And what?
2 kids.
No one.
What happened to the other one?
wish we had more time,
Somebody took it from you.
but it's 5 minutes until AEW and NXT go
At
on.
least you know he or she's
So
taking
watch
good care of
that.
Yeah, she'll be able to
We are the Broken and Disturbed Wrestling
okay.
Podcast.
You know, I don't like
I'm
the-
Slim Jim
I
Dolly.
like Dynamos too, but I
Black
don't
Stone
like
Cold
it.
Steve Austin.
That is
Because they
MJ.
die, you know.
I like to tell the nickname better, but again, we'll do it.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
And we got Charlie
That's
here.
good. That's good.
And one last thing. Thank you, Taker. 30 years of Taker.
Yeah.
Cheers to Taker.
Here's a take, baby.
Damn, I got nothing to chill with.
Your finger.
Finger.
Yeah.
You know, everything's in the
And
finger.
I gotta say, even to this day,
I
I
know
still
that.
Everything in
say
the finger.
Hey, everything better is the
Undertaker
two.
lost
There you go,
to
there you
Roman
go.
Reigns.
Two fingers is better.
There we go.
To me, that was the most epic match of all.
And to that, I say fuck Roman.